talk to you, anything to relieve the monotony of this droning, this droning filing task. Can I just tell you what's going on? I've got all these bank statements. Literally, my head feels like it's going to blow up. I've just stopped and had dinner, but I have sat and done it. I need to get it done for tomorrow. Should I just say I've got a meeting with my accountant tomorrow just to make it sound a bit more, dressy? Oh, Christ's sake. Oh, look, it looks better already. That's a good effort, isn't it? 4 years of bank statements I had to have sent through. This is just the cover letters. Actually, I lied slightly, and the envelopes, which I've done as well. I've put them in order in this nice thing here, which I'm making into a file because I didn't go out and get one. It will do, won't it? I've got other files, but that's for the job. So do you know what? It's going to go in there. The dog, my head. Oh. What did I have for tea? Well, for lunch I cooked that cabbage and those potatoes in sort of fennel water. And then I put hemp seed on the cabbage and basically nothing on the potatoes. They were really tasty, those Bartlett potatoes, I have to say. They weren't sort of floury and they'd gone cold. So I just gave the dog, she just had cold potatoes and cold cabbage. And then I fried half an onion in some... Oh, my fucking head. Have a cup of coffee. Then I fried half an onion in some cocoa buttons. She's a bastard. What are you doing? She's licking the pan. She can have that pan, can't she? I fried half an onion in some cocoa buttons, 5 cocoa buttons, and 3 small cloves of garlic. And then put the cabbage in, and then put some pepper in, and then put the potatoes in, and I just fried that, and I just ate it. And then I was just sitting in the garden. I sat and ate it outside for pleasure. My shoulders, everything hurts from doing filing at paper. Even looking at paper makes me feel sick. They should have been in order. Well, they were, but I started to take them out of the envelopes, and the ones we looked at the other day weren't in order, and I had to work out what order they're going to go in. So, newest to oldest, or oldest to newest. That gave me a headache and a half. Which way did I do it? It's not important. The oldest first, because that's the most boring bits to look at. And there's more on those pages because I was using a bank card then, whereas now there's not so much on the pages. I've been looking at this for the last few days on the wall. It looks like a crow's face, doesn't it? Or a raven, my sidle. And it's half honeysuckle and half jasmine, which is like the masculine and feminine, really, isn't it? Well, that came up earlier on. There's something else. Where do you come from? Mother and father. The sky and the earth, or whatever it is. The fire and the what is it? The fire and the oak. What is it? The stone and the oak. The stone and the fire. What is it? Not this again. Oh, yeah, this again. I've got to scrub the alley down. I was going to do that earlier on with neem. Anything. Oh, you have to have a break halfway. What do you mean I've done nothing? Paper's not my forte. I've got loads more to do yet. I've still got to find some highlighters. I did have some when I started this job before. It was a slightly different job I was doing then. I'll find some felt tips, or do it with lipstick, or some coloured pencils, or some crayons, or I'll find a ruler. I've got everything. A set square, compass. What? A geometry set? A pendulum? Oh, God's sake. Jesus Christ. Who invented this stuff? Paperless systems. If I had the internet, I wouldn't have to have all this paper. Well, do you know what? I couldn't swallow it. Look, there's a swallow. I couldn't draw all over it if it was on the interweb, could I? Well, I could if I had the right one. Oh, God's sake! You're so new school. How much filing have I done in my life? Too much, to be honest. I used to work in a building society, briefly. You probably know the story. And I started filing there in a paper file corridor. I think people still use checkbooks in those days. Oh. And what? Oh. Clunk machines. Ticker tape. Why don't you just stop going on about my mammalian brain? I have to lay here on the floor in a minute. So, do you know what? So somebody said to me, "You're nothing." It's like, and I was just, you know what? I was just passing the time on. I don't actually know if they said that or not. It was choreographed in a certain way that it didn't actually say that, but I could feel. That's what I thought. That's what I wanted to think they were saying. I was nothing. I didn't even say, well, I'm carbon. I'm carbon matters. I'm going to start on that. It didn't seem the right time. I would save it for another day. Who are you? I look drawn. That's paper. That's what paper does to you. Oh, it sucks the life out of you. It's the tree spirits. It's the tree spirits being furious. I died for this. My grandparents wanted to be trees when they died. Maybe not. No, maybe. Probably not those ones. Maybe they did. I said it before, didn't I? Trees will talk to each other. And I think they still talk to each other when they're in paper as well. Can I just lay here on the floor and give up? I think I was thinking that another job I could do with those things as well, those plastic things from the other day. If my fridge went wrong, I could just use them as a cold bag, couldn't I? A short term. Map things, newspaper. Loads of stuff with it. I also, because I made I said to someone else I was making a plague bed for the dog. I put a load, because she found that buddleia in the garden. So I put a load of herbs under her thing. So I've put buddleia and some marjoram sticks that were left over from the other day, some fennel and some lavender under her mattress. And then I decided, just to kill a bit more time, I chopped up the rest of the lavender sticks, not the flowers, because I put all those into little bunches all over the place. I have anyway. I put another one there, and I put some all around. And at the other ends, I just chopped up some fennel here, and I thought I'd dry it and make a herb cushion to go in the front room. I've got an old pillow in there, and I'll probably, once it dried off a bit, put it inside the pillow. Well, fold the pillow in half, put this inside it, and then sew the pillowcase around it, because then the dog, if she wants to go and lay on it in there, she can choose where she wants to be dosed, because they do that, don't they? She does that with the crystals upstairs. I'm wondering if that's why she's taken sleeping on her dog bed in the bedroom again, because I've got the crystals in the windowsill, and I had them all in bed before. She kept moving because they were too powerful for her. Too powerful. That's all right. I want to show you this as well, because somebody sent me a nice picture of a flower. But this one's come out today. I can send you this one back. It smells as well. I've finally got... It's not a bright colour, but it smells nice. So that's good. That's jolly good. I tried to train it again the other day. It was going that way wildly. I tried to bring it back a bit. I'm not sure which way I want it to go at the moment. Maybe that way, to keep all the bugs around the door. For now, and then think about some sort of, how we were talking earlier on about making a nice arbour. So I've just got the whole place. I'm sure your dumb drones can see through my with your X-ray night goggles. You can see through my battalion of greenery that I'm trying to grow. But do you know what? I'm not doing it for that reason entirely. Right. It's good for you though. That's actually, I've just thought of that as well. It's good for plants to do what? They make carbon dioxide into what? Oxygen. So I'm building actually an oxygen tent. That's what I'm doing. Which might be good for me in the long term. Probably true. Unless you what? Hit it with what? Probably leave time. I really need something sweet. I don't want those fizzy sweets I bought. I want something... I'm tempted to make some porridge. One of them half bananas I've got in the fridge. But I don't know yet. Oh, I also put in the potatoes just now some caraway seeds and some cumin seeds. I put cumin in first and I thought, oh God, it's the come-ins, isn't it? And I thought I'd put some caraway in as well, because I really want both. If something comes in, I want it to go again. I found this lighter that works. It's always handy in an apocalypse situation. It's true. I shan't talk about any of the other stuff at the moment. Supposedly I have got to show some decorum. Or at least appear to show some decorum. Just go and look for the pens. Where the hell are they? I did have marker pens before. Have I just said that? I had loads of markers, like coloured markers. And also, the other thing is, this isn't my hole punch. I bought a hole punch. This isn't the one. I don't know where this hole punch has come from. But it wasn't the one I bought. I bought a new one the other year. It's not this one. We had this conversation the other day, me and Mrs. Turtle, about things in the house moving around. I'm thinking you're losing the plot. I said, well, no, I don't think you are, because this is my life. And how that cowboy hat I left at her house before turned up at my house. And a pair of gloves that I'm sure were here turned up at her house as well. And how keys for rental properties particularly are held by different people. Isn't it true, Dolly? Right. That's it. I'm just gonna I'm gonna go quietly lie down for 5 minutes in the garden. And actually, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to just do it. I'm going to do this alley. Run some hot water with my exorbitant amount of water usage that I use. I say it runs down again. You know, while hot comes through. I use this watering can. I can do. I'll tell you why, because I'm putting neem in it. That's all. Neem. All I do with that paper, probably put it in the compost slowly, because you're not supposed to put sliced up paper in the recycling. Although I was thinking while I was doing that as well, because I put a load in there the other day, and it clumps, doesn't it? I might, I don't know, make some paper mache. I don't know what to turn it into, smart form. I could do something with it, couldn't I? I could probably plaster the ceiling with it. Or make a mask or something. I don't know, a body cast. That would be funny, wouldn't it? That would be an art thing. I could make a corset out of bank statements. I don't care if it's been done before. It's been done by me. I think it was Pembrokeshire that my Nana Soph came from, my great-grandma, who apparently we went to visit just after I'd been born. How close to that, I do not know. Whether it was before my birth was registered. Not. Right, I'm going to do this. I'm just going to do it. I'm too tired, aren't I? You like this though, don't you? It's real life. It's real life as it happens. The exhausted state. Oh, she's caving. She is. She's nearly at the end. She's nearly come to. She's nearly come to her time. Nearly come to her time. I found that in the dog's bed though. An avocado stone. Good for the dog. That was probably an avocado I bought for myself as a treat. She stole. Like a picture of innocence. It's a picture of innocence, isn't it? You licking your lips, grandmother? Grandmother Wolf? Are you licking your lips? She loves avocado. She licks her lips. She'll probably do it again now I've gone. Anyway, I'll talk to you a bit later. Bye.